Welcome to North Dakota State Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And North Dakota State will have the football first as their offense heads onto the field. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one, communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Hard-hitting tackle.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Under fire. Being chased. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Scott. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a man. It's Scott. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Scott. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. To the air, it's Hayes. A little screen to the running back. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
At the 20, he's got space. There he goes. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll go to the counter play. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go right back to the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the draw, it's Poe. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Makes it past the marker. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Running a read option to the left. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Mitchell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. Running wide open down the gut of the field. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for two. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground with the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hayes. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line.
Here we go, ready. Go, go.
The run inside. It's Bell. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. off the play fake. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Hauls it in. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down.
A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Toledo, taking on the Bowling Green Falcons. And it's the Rockets, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference. Now back to your game in Fargo. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ollie, they seem very concerned about these injuries. What's going on down there?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but biosecurity could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's
got a little grass. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. That is their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bell.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Breaks into the open. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Making side adjustments here. Here's a little room there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to...
Looking for the end zone. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. What a brain cramp. He just lost track of the play clock and gets hit with delay of game on a 2-point conversion attempt. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Collins. Could not make his way to the corner. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Mitchell. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give on the counter. Turns it on at midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Poe. Got enough for the 1st. Finding some room. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is their junior defensive end, and they hope he's just rattled momentarily. Holly Rowe will update his condition in a bit. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Maybe some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Running inside. It's Mitchell. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown will throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Looking for room at the 40. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Motion from the wideout.
Ready, go!
Running to the left. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff. It's Poe. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Ready. 18.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the UTEP Miners. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Miners offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup for me.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Miners will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route.
There's a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Final game of the regular season, and you just hope this is not serious. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the counter. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Touchdown!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside, it's Jones. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Miners will hustle to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Henry. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I love that the defense was ready for the speed out wide. This offense, you're going to see more and more of it as the game goes along. They love to use his speed to run across the formation. You can run away from defenders, run away from zone coverage, but they were all dialed in. They broke on it, and they made the nice tackle.
Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll run it from the gun.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to get it to the marker. Still running at the 35. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
This is an offense that prides themselves on the ability to run the football, right? They trust those big bodies up front, and on 4th and 1, there was no question. They were going to go for it, they were going to hand it off, and they get the first down.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running the red zone. It's Bell. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Could be an alley. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Reads it, fires complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Miners in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Colson. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Right back to the well. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might be calling a hot route. Run in the red zone. It's Bell.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll toss it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. Barges ahead. And they're in for a touchdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to throw, it's Colson. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their 3rd of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Let's see what he can do with it. He's going to get loose. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 12 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Longhorns, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mac. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely Central New York.
And the Miners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd and 6 yards to go. The give on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Colson. Plucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Running inside, it's Bell. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Inside the touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Miners' offense all set and ready to start the drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Colson. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From the gun on third down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Some misdirection with the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. He now has 72 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Now the pitch. Maybe a crease. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, first and 10 from the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Bell. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They are putting an exclamation point on their season with a victory here in the season finale, and gives us a chance to take a look at what's coming up the rest of the week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Colson. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. The Miners send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. On the ground, it's Bell.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gives it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Past the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, past the 10. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good.
Personal foul. Looking at the kicker. Defense.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready? Blue, 22. Go!
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Hands it off on the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep this drive alive. Drives ahead, and he's able to convert on 4th down, and they can keep this clock running and hold on to that lead. After converting that 4th down on the ground, now let's see what they've got on 1st. Give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Poe. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's good.